Hey, it's Mike. Thanks for tuning back in. Today is Tuesday, day 20 of my streak. Tomorrow marks 3 weeks of doing videos every single day. It's been awesome. It's fun. I enjoy doing this, guy. The feedback from you guys has been fantastic, so thank you. First of all, before I get started, my pickup, $6 Derek White rookie autograph. Can't beat that. As the self-proclaimed #1 Celtics fan in the world, gotta have this for sure. He's having a great year, a breakout year. So I am going to do some sports card conspiracy theories here today, which should be fun. I got these from you guys, so thank you for sending these in. Some of them are quick, some of them are a little bit more detailed. I also want to ask you to send me via email, thejunkwachshero@gmail.com. What is your best pickup this year? One single card. It could be a set of cards if you bought something and they go together. I also want to know what's the story behind it. What makes this special to you? And then I'll do at least one video on these later on this month. So send me those cards, pictures of them, good pictures, well lit, whatever you got. All right, first of all, I'm not a conspiracy guy. I'm not a conspiracy theory guy. I really enjoy conspiracy theories, thinking about if they were real. For the most part, I don't believe in conspiracy theories, especially in the real world. In the sports card world, they're harmless, so they're fun. So first of all, somebody theorized that Panini wants you to believe that all their patches are game used. And I'm not going to go over the whole thing, but Chris Sewell at Baseball Card Collector Investor Dealer, in that order, did a fantastic video yesterday or the day before that on the evolution or de-evolution of patches on cards. Go back and watch that. I shared it. So if you go to my community page, I think it is, you'll see I shared it on there. Go watch that. Yes, this is 100% true. There's no doubt. It's not even a conspiracy theory. Panini wants you to believe that all of their patches are game used or game worn, and the vast majority of them today are not. They're not even player worn. They're not even associated with a player. They just go out to Dick's Sporting Goods probably and buy a patch. I have a video coming out about fun Panini errors coming out soon too, maybe this week. So also with that, like now you've got Logo Man cards where the Logo Man were never used in a game. They're just random Logo Man. It's a wild world out there for ultra modern relic cards. Somebody else suggested, and this I think I took this one from Facebook maybe, that these companies, Topps and Panini mostly, don't want their cards to be 10s, like when they're graded. And that's probably true. I don't think that that's much of a conspiracy theory. This person says that the demand for the cards would go down if they were all 10s. That might be true. I don't know. I didn't think a whole lot about that. But the rest of their theory is that these companies have the technology to make all of their cards perfect. And I don't agree with that. Maybe the centering, maybe, but highly suspect that that's a possibility right now. But then you have to consider surface, what goes wrong with the surface, with the edges, with the corners. There's so many things that's out of the printer's purview. So I don't agree with that, at least that part of the conspiracy theory. And really, I don't think they have the ability to make them all perfectly centered, at least not at scale. You couldn't, if they were to spend way more time being super careful, sure, but that they would lose so much money doing that. Here's one. Grading companies practice pop report control through sending back cards that are min size required. I don't know. They have rules, and do those rules control the pop report or keep it under control? They do, but I don't think the grading companies say, hey, how do we reduce the pop report? I don't believe that happens. By the way, in addition to pictures of your favorite cards, if you have more sports card conspiracy theories, I'll take those too. thejunkwachshero@gmail.com. The Billy Ripken error card was intentional by Fleer. I like this one. I wouldn't doubt that. I do think that there have been some error cards in the past that were done intentionally. We're going to go over some other things that are like this. When you consider the fact that Billy Ripken's story has changed multiple times over the years of how this happened, it's certainly possible. It's unlikely, but it's also possible that like a rogue cameraman thought it would be fun to include it. The cameraman or a woman who took the picture knew it was there, and then it somehow got through QA. I can see that happening. This is one I really like. The Alex Gordon 2006 Topps rookie card. So Topps accidentally released Alex Gordon's card. He was the top prospect in the Royals organization at the time, and top prospect maybe in all of baseball in 2006, but he was not yet a rookie and didn't qualify to have a rookie card in 2006. But they released it in 2006, and the card, the demand was outrageous. It did a ton of good for Topps, and a lot of people think that Topps did it on purpose, knowing it would drive demand. I like that. If you're a business person and you think, we could just accidentally release this card, wink, wink, I'm down with that conspiracy theory. I think that's a definite possibility. If you worked at Topps and you were an executive in 2006, email me. Nap Lajoie 1933 Goudey card, number 106, was left out of packs in 1933. And the conspiracy theory goes that it was left out intentionally so kids would just keep buying packs so they could never complete their set. I'm not down with this conspiracy theory at all because there were, I think, 240 cards in that set. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't do my research, but I think there are 240 cards in that set. How many cards are in each pack? I don't know that either, but you're right in the middle of the Great Depression. How many kids are able to afford that many packs? I just don't think, and how many packs would you have needed to buy to figure out conclusively that there's no Nap Lajoie? Hundreds of them. It's a fun conspiracy theory, but it's not true. This is one I couldn't find anything about. 1980s hot rookies like Jose Canseco, for instance, or Mark McGwire, were sent exclusively. They were mostly excluded from packs. So there were some in packs, but mostly sent to favored or preferred dealers. I've opened a couple of boxes of 1987 Topps in the last couple of years, and I will admit that I have gotten maybe 0 McGuires and Cansecos. 87 Topps. And I know Canseco had some 86 cards, but the 87 was also highly sought after. I don't know. We know that 89 Upper Deck reprinted their rookie cards and certain errors and sold them to preferred dealers. Could others have done that too? Maybe. 1967 Topps Roger Maris proof card. Keith Olbermann actually wrote an article about this about 15 years ago. I found it when doing research for this, and he thinks that this card was deliberately released. So these proof cards were coming out in the 60s, and they were popular, and so they think that Topps intentionally released about 100 of these. And the reason is that they were actually professionally cut. So I think this one's a pretty good possibility. It's one of those things that you could see a card company doing in the 60s when the hobby was still in its infancy, kind of, but obviously starting to really build up, and Topps was trying to sell more and more cards. I can see Topps saying, hey, people like these proof cards. Let's release this one. Let's put 100 of them out there as kind of a chase card. The 1986 Fleer Jordan, no one knows who the photographer was, and no original photo is known to exist. Who took the photograph? Where is the photograph? Nobody knows where it is. Nobody knows who took it. Google it. You're not going to find anything on it. And nobody has ever come out and said, oh, it was me. Here's the original. It's pretty rare. Like, you can look at auctions every month or two and find iconic cards, the original photographs for sale, but not for this one. That's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow with the giveaway.